2 more minutes.
Jeff, right? Yeah. Is there anything you want us to introduce?
No, it's fine. You can just say I'm Jeff from Ceylon ABC. That's totally fine. We're good. Okay, we're good.
Kumusta ka?
Yeah.
Okay. Salamat. All right. So before we get this started, we want to preface everything. Thanks for coming to the cultural night, and also we are two Filipinos that do not know how to speak our language, so we apologize beforehand if we mispronounce anything. But we are trying.
Yeah. Beautiful. I have that too.
Yo, Martin.
Yep.
Ang pangalan mo?
Ako si Martin. Thank you, thank you. All right.
Ang galing.
Salamat.
Okay, so throughout Philippine history, art and culture has been a reflection of our societal conditions. So as Kuya Louie was talking to us at the art workshop, culture, we learned that culture in the Philippines is predominantly influenced by backwards ideas that promote landlordism and U.S. imperialism. So as mass activists, we must always be asking ourselves, for whom are we doing this for? That's what Kuya Louie taught us. For whom are we doing this for? So tonight, we will be celebrating our resistance by sharing cultural performances, not for financial gain, not for individual glory. Tonight, we perform to advance the resistance of the youth and the struggle of the masses. Do you want to introduce the first guy?
All right, so our first performance is Jeff Solis from Sulong UBC, and he will be performing 3 different songs.
Sa buhay ko'y labis ang hirap at pasakit ng pusong umibig, mandi walang lalangit, at nang lumigaya, hinago mo sa dusa. Tanging ikaw, sinta, ang aking pag-asa. Dahil sa'yo, nais kong mabuhay. Dahil sa'yo, hanggang mamatay. Dapat mong tantuin, walang iwang giliw. Puso'y ko'y tanguin, ikaw ay kikalin. Dahil sa'yo, ako'y lumigaya. Pagmamahal ay layang ka. dahil sa'yo ako'y lumigaya. Pagmamahal, alayan ka kung tunay man ako. Ay alapin mo ang lahat sa buhay ko'y dahil sa'yo. Salamat. Thank you for persisting with me, struggling with me as I got distracted by the mic there. That was a Kundaman song. A Kundaman is it's like a type of love song that's like a folk song in the Philippines. So like a lot of the words are very like really romantic. And yeah, it's a really popular song. A jazz singer by the name of Nat King Cole did a cover of it way back in the 1940s. So I originally heard that song actually through a movie called Yellow Rose. Has anyone seen Yellow Rose before? Check it out. It's really cool. It's a very interesting story about a mother and daughter who became undocumented in the United States, and they're they are about to be deported by ICE, which is something that's still happening in the United States. I saw a post by a Malaya movement that was there was one Filipino who's being detained by ICE who's undocumented. But yeah, I originally heard that song there, and I thought it was so good. It was just had to try it out. Thank you so much. This next song is I was trying to find songs that were during the martial law period, because next year is the 50th anniversary of martial law, and I picked this song by the rock band Asin. And I like some of the words. I was like, I'm not a fluent Tagalog speaker, but I'd like to be. But some of the words here, I'm just going to read the Google translation of it. It says, "In the midst of darkness, I stared into the light of gloom. I can hardly see. Help me point the way, because I'm eager for my origin." So this song is like, I feel like it's like really reflective of a lot of youth who come into this work, really striving to want to know their roots and be a part of that. So this is called Pagbabalik by Asin. Sa gitna ng dilim, ako ay nakatanaw ng ilaw na kay panglaw. Halos di ko makita. Tulungan mo ako, ituro ang daan, sapagkat ako'y sabik sa aking pinagmulan. Sorry. Bayan ko, nahan ka, ako'y nag-isa. Nais kong mabalik sa iyo, bayan ko. Patawarin mo ako kung ako'y nagkamali sa landas na aking tinahan. Sa pagsibo ng araw hanggang dapit hapon, malamig ng hangin ang aking kayakan. Huwag sanang halangan ang aking nilalandas, sapagkat ako'y sabik sa aking sinilangan. Bayan ko, nahan ka, ako'y nag-isa. nais kong mabalik sa iyo, bayan ko. Patawarin mo ako kung ako'y nakamali sa landas na aking tinahak. Patawarin mo ako kung ako'y nakamali sa landas na aking tinahak. Salamat. Thank you so much. This last song here, I was trying to write a song of my own, so struggling to pronounce a language that I really want to be fluent in, and then struggling to write a song to like personify my feelings behind what we're doing and what we have been doing. So this has no title to it, but I hope you enjoy it. Once was a time where I struggled to be seen. Now they ask me, where in the hell have you been? I've been hidden in the grief and the guilt that isn't easy to shake off. Missing the people and the power they built, a mission made with a love. Do it to us and we do it to ourselves. What's love in this world when you can buy it on a shelf? When the choices of few paying bills is what kills one's ambition, then what is there left to do when the powers just won't listen? We'll say land is life, our land is alive. The people are waiting for the youth of the nation. We'll say land is life, our land is alive. The people are waiting for the youth of the nation. We'll say, give the land back, give the land back, give the land back, give the land back. Or we might take the land back, take the land back, take the land back, take the land back. We'll say land is life, our land is alive. The people are waiting for the youth of the nation. We'll say land is life, our land is alive. The people are waiting for the youth of the nation. We'll say, give the land back, give the land back, give the land back, give the land back. We might take the land back, take the land back, take the land back, take the land back. Struggle and fear when there's still work to be done. There's hope in this world for the people of the shining sun. much. Oh, it's really touching. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff. That was amazing. And so now we got Deanne Nardo of Anakbayan, Montreal, performing some original poems.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Okay, I've got some poems for you tonight. So this first one, it's called You Are Here. I wrote this because I was trying to write to my lineage, my future lineage, and at the same time kind of reminded myself, which was really like full circle, so. Baby, you come from a lineage born out of the ring of fire, where 3 tectonic plates converge, volcanoes stacked as vertebrae, the spine beneath our voluptuous gold-speckled land. Baby, you come from a lineage of persistent rebels, daring to constantly fight back the bells, the ships, the tyrannies. A refusal as the engine to freedom. Our freedom as ambition. We are known for our stamina. They push, we pull. They push, we pull. We understand the way of resistance, the importance of balance and feminine flow, to dance on their weakness and harden at their astonishment. Baby, you come from a lineage of farmers and fishermen, healers and weavers, teachers and mythical creatures. Our history is steeped in cuento. Eloquent webs spun out of our tongues, our voices the steady hum heard around the world. Baby, you come from a lineage of luscious lands, generous in its delicacies. Ambrosial crops daring you to utter euphonious music coming from your throat as its juices run down your chin. Baby, you come from a lineage of pyrophytic plants born out of fire, activated by the heat. Emerging from the ashes, you flourish in the hearth. In the still of inferno, you rise. Baby, you are here. You are home. You are an earthly delight. Born out of synchronicity, you are the moment. You are timefulness, the beat in the earth's temporal rhythms. The land knows, baby, you are here. You are home. You are an earthly delight. Thank you. So this second one, I was participating in like National Poetry Month in April, and I think it was the Center for Babaylan Studies that had some prompts. And day 19 prompt was breathe the air outside today, even if it's by the mirror, as the air fills your lungs right to that breath. And so this was around like during the height of the pandemic, so. I bike into work, the exhilarating flurry of muscles responding to hills. I take stock of my breath in this cool, early morning air. I think of all that has been revealed during this pandemic. Unbridled forces taking air, thrashing for threatened power. Retired Filipina nurse intubating herself. Migrant workers try to catch their breath for lack of air, lack of relief, lack of consideration, lack of respect. If memory is a form of study, breathing is a forgotten subject, taken for granted, always expected, the same way water has become a commodity, how care is undervalued and truth held with disdain. I feel this birthright to breath, realizing this world where breathing has become a privilege can only be described as a wicked one. And I exhale, gasping as I grasp for respite. Thank you. So the last one, it's called Black Sand. I wrote this a few years ago. So where I came from is La Union, and there was a foreign company that was trying to mine black sand there, and the people fought. And I remember when I visited there, all you could see was like trucks that were rusting there, so they just left everything. And so I wrote this poem in the perspective of the black sand. Must you discover the true depth of loss before you fight for me? Didn't I tell you I am where only the resilient can survive? This is our relationship, the push and pull of the tides, give and take. Will you let them steal me? Do I not nestle you in your fishing boats, bring your loves home through the tumult, the unruly waters with rough hands and arms full of fish? My sparkling gold and metal flirting with the sun, communing with the moon. I allow you to mine for specks of gold inside me. You listen for as long as you can to slow it down when I say, enough for now. I watch you all so married to your moments, stealing kisses in the new moon, your toes touching beneath me, your desire hiding in my dunes. I cradle your children, dry your eyes and massage your bruises, press salt water on your scar tissues, lull your fears with my susurration. Don't starve me. Deteriorate my curved coasts, flatten my rippled surface. Who taught you that the only way to value is to possess? Who taught you that the only way to value is to possess? Haven't you learned enough from me? I slip through your grasp when you clutch me. You cannot mold me. Even when you make me wet, my round grains roll over and apart. My soft edges have always been a fragmented whole. Broken cycles are sure risks. Renewable cannot be if you do not give it respite. You allow your industries to rename me aggregate, goods, commodity. You allow them to bottle me, pack me into highways and skyscrapers. They put me in an hourglass and time is sliding. Your displacement is assuredness waiting. Even those who fight for me and stay until the end will be swallowed, whole villages for megacities. I must say you are a kind companion, and I ask a lot of you, like asking crabs to wrangle waves. You do what you can, and leave me to my luster. I will hold you for as long as I can. Remember our own shaped age, the slow tide of resuscitation we push and pull. I have held your ground. It is your turn to hold mine. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we all agree that those were some beautiful poems with some strong meanings. All right, so for our next performance today, we have Kevin Feliciano of Anakbayan Toronto performing 3 different songs.
Or I could just plug in, because Andy, I don't need to plug in for the DI. Can I use this one?
Here, 6 back.
6? Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you, Andy.
That's the opposite. He said the opposite thing. Is it off? Yeah. Is it off? Off? Push.
Yeah. So magandang gabi. Ang mga isusulat or kakantahin ko po ngayon ay mga naisulat ko. Um, sa mga nangyayari ngayon, meron akong I've written a song just like 2 days ago because of what's happening because of the elections that's coming, and it's so magulo in social media, like they're all like fighting each other. So I wrote this song. It's called BBM pa rin. It's a satire, and yeah, just listen. Anak siya ng dating diktador, BBM pa rin. Tatay niya maraming pinawala at pinatay, BBM pa rin. Ninakaw sa kaban ng tao, bilyon-bilyon, BBM pa rin. Media at mga kritikong pinatahimik, BBM pa rin. Ano ba talaga ang kanyang nagawa? Loyal lang ba sa may pangalan? Hindi ba talaga tinitingnan ang nakaraan at kasaysayan? Nalaman ang degree ay peke, BBM pa rin. Papoto op sa mga trapong politiko, BBM pa rin. Sapatos ni Imelda galing sa tax ng tao, BBM pa rin. Kahit na may matitinong iba, o BBM pa rin. Chismis siya ngayon ay nagko-cocaine. Mas galit pa sila ngayon kay Duterte. Dating magkatropa naglalaglagan, ganyan sila lagi pag botohan. Pero, ano sabi? BBM pa rin. Ay, nako. Narinig nyo na raw po yung Golden Age, Second to Japan, marami raw nagawa, marami mga ganon-ganon, mga Marcos, marami. Pero, hindi na natuto kasi BBM pa rin. This next song that I wrote, it's during the time where there's a lot of red tagging that was happening, and it's like active voices are still being silenced, even up to this date. And yeah, this song is called Ramdam. Ramdam mo ba ang hinagpis at ikahol ng ating mamamayan? Unti-unting sinasakmal, sinasakal ating pagkatao. Kinukulong ang gutom, tinatakot ang nagtatanggol, sinisiraan ang tumutulong. Binasura na ating karapatan, tama pa bang manahimik dyan? Kung mali, ba't paiiralin pa? Kung mali, ba't paninindigan pa? Binasura na ating karapatan, tama pa bang manahimik dyan? Kung mali, ba't paiiralin pa? Kung mali, ba't paninindigan pa? Ramdam ang hirap ng bayan, makiramdam boses ng masa, pumapatay. Walang awa, hindi lahat kriminal. Kayo naman, mga nagbubulag-bulagan, magmalasakit naman kayo sa kapwa nyo. Mga magsasakang pinaslang, mga aktivista sa selda, mga inosenteng walang karamay, dinamay niya. Binasura na ating karapatan. Tama pa bang manahimik dyan? Kung mali, ba't pairalin pa? Kung mali, ba't paninindigan pa? Binasura na ating karapatan. Tama pa bang manahimik dyan? Kung mali, ba't pairalin pa? Kung mali, ba't paninindigan pa? Ramdam ang hirap ng bayan, makiramdam sa boses ng masa. Ramdam mo ba ang hinagpis at ikahol ng ating mamamayan? Thank you. That song is called Ramdam, and I will be playing my last song, which is I've put it in Spotify. So just look up Kebyo, and the song is called Sundalo. Sorry, I'm swearing. Okay. Sundalo, sundalo, pasubalit lang makikiraan po. Sa iba yung baryo, di sadyang gabihin. Ako'y munting mamamayan. Huwag niyo sana itutok baril niyo. Sundalo, sundalo, tulad nyo kami naghahanap paraan. Maiahon pamilya at sikmura namin. Huwag niyo sana itutok baril nyo. Aming ani, palay, bigas at tubo, nakasalalay buhay at pamilya namin. Hangad lang naman ay may makain. Kaya't maawa po kayo, sundalo. Sundalo, sundalo, barikada namin wag sanang guluhin. Pagkat lagay namin ay panganib. Huwag niyo sana itutok baril nyo. Aming ani, palay, bigas at tubo, nakasalalay buhay at pamilya namin. Hangad lang naman ay may makain. Kaya't maawa po kayo, sundalo. kung magkagulo. Pagtantuin katayuan namin sa araw-araw na paglulupit, pagsasamantala, parang awa na wag nyo sana itutok baril nyo. Sundalo, sundalo, pasubalit lang makikiraan po. Sa iba yung baryo, di sadyang gabihin. Ako'y munting mamamayan, huwag niyo sana itutok baril niyo. Thank you. Yung pang song. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of the performance then. More performances to come.
Okay, let's get a vibe check going. All right, let's check the vibe of the room. What does everybody think of Bongbong Marcos? Okay, what does everyone think of Sarah Duterte? Okay, I think I get the perspective in this room. What does everyone think about illegal red tagging measures that stifle the voices of the masses? Okay, I'm sensing some bias in this room. What does everybody think of advancing the national democratic struggle through art and cultural performances that are mass-oriented? Okay, then you're in luck because now we got Kat Baguio performing an original piece called Please Mind the Fence.
This looks height appropriate. I have to borrow a guitar. I didn't have one with the strap. Oh, thank you.
Oh, bless. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. Hello, everybody. Thank you.
All good.
I think I'm gonna tighten it a little bit.
Okay. You got it. I'm not able.
Everybody's having a nice time so far. Everybody's fed. I was so happy when food was here because I just came straight from work around the corner. It was a big relief. I'm gonna do an original song. Sounds in tune. And it's about boundaries and also about making choices that people maybe don't expect of you when it comes to family or friends. And maybe you've been upholding a certain expectation for a long time. Like for me, a certain way of being beautiful and feminine was very put upon me, and I eventually decided to shave my head and just live my life. So, but still having love for the people that might not agree with my choices, just let them know that it's just my choice. So this song's called Please Mind the Fence. You've got fears in your head, all the people you've left, with all that unsaid. Shame you're lying in bed, sets a mood for the day, has you some kind of a way. Just don't stay afraid. You'll get right up and go at it again if they don't want to see who you want you to be. Say that isn't me. You reflect a strange dream. It's overwhelming it all. Lose your way, trip and fall. offense. It's just the kind of life that I wanna live. I still love you, my friend, and it depends on you to strive hard for the life you're meant to lead, and I'll always love you. Parents, don't take offense. You know I've always had a hidden sensitivity. In my defense, it's more a kind of state of mind I'm meant to be in, and I'll always love you. Parents, don't take offense. It's just a feeling, everything's not as it seems. You know I trust you, my friend. Please mind the fence, 'cause I'm liking who I am when it's just me. I still love you. My friends. Thank you. You can find me on the gram, Juniper Alien or Cat Bungalow. I'm around. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, up next, we got Lara Maestro, Trevor Uni, Issa Carlin singing The River Driver, and the Chemical Workers song.
While we're just getting set up, I'll talk a little bit about why we chose these songs and what they are. So we're doing the versions as performed by the Great Big Sea from Newfoundland and Labrador, and they're workers' songs, they're folk songs. The first one. And I just wanted to connect that to the disproportionate exposure of workers to lethal conditions, whether it's in a chemical plant, whether it's in a factory, whether it's because of COVID-19. And especially, I was just reflecting on 2019 when I went to the toxic tour in Amjanong, which is near Sarnia, so out in Chemical Valley, very close to here, where the First Nation is disproportionately exposed to toxic pollution because of the concentration of refineries, petrochemical industry in that area. So we know that workers in the Philippines and the working class here in Canada are both severely impacted by these issues. And so it's very exciting to be able to sing a little tune about their experience and to support the struggle for liberation.
River Driver. All right.
I'll do the first two words.
All right.
I've never sung into like this before. So. Well, it's go, boys, go. They'll
time.
Oh, fuck. I did the wrong one. I started with the wrong song. I was so excited about the Chemical Workers song that I just totally missed the mark. Okay, we're starting with the River Driver.
You got it.
Oh, we're doing great. Okay. Also, Mike is joining us. Mike lives here in this building and overheard us rehearsing and came down to sing with us. And we said, "Do you play the drums?" And they said yes. So we have a percussionist now.
Yeah.
I was just the age of 16 when I first went on the drive. After 6 months hard labor, at home I did arrive. I courted with a pretty girl, 'twas her caused me to roam. Now I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, it's down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll build a lonesome castle upon some mountain high, where she can sit and view me as I go passing by. Where she can sit and view me as I go marching on. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, it's down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. When I am old and feeble and in my sickness lie, just wrap me up in a blanket and lay me down to die. Just get a little bluebird to sing for me alone. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, it's down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. Well, it's go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But you go. Well, I'm processed man and by, and I'm telling you no lie. I work and breathe among the fumes that tread across the sky. There's thunder all around me, and there's poison in the air. There's a lousy smell that smacks of hell and dust all in me hair. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But you go. Well, I worked among the spitters and I breathed the oily smoke. I shoveled up them gypsum and at night I made you choke. I stood knee deep in cyanide, got sick with a caustic burn. Been working rough, I've seen enough to make your stomach turn. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But you go. There's overtime and bonus opportunities galore. The young men like their money and they all come back for more. But soon you're knocking on and you look older than you should. For every buck made on the job you pay with flesh and blood. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But you go. Well, I'm processed man and by, and I'm telling you no lie. I work and breathe among the fumes that tread across the sky. There's thunder all around me, and there's poison in the air. There's a lousy smell that smacks of hell and dust all in me hair. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But go, boys, go. They'll time your every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days nearer death. But you go.
Ah, good shit. Fuck yeah.
That was intense. That was intense. You know
You guys are probably tired of sitting down, right?
what? I think we need to take a stretch. You know?
Can everyone stand up and please take a stretch?
You know? We're gonna take our arms, right? We're just gonna raise up in the air, right? Keep it there. Keep it there. And lumalakas, lumalawag!
Lumalaban, Anakbayan. Oh, I threw a curveball at you there.
All right, okay. We're trying to get you.
Maybe they got it.
You know, we're mass activists. We always gotta be prepared.
Always got to be ready to chant.
All right, we got another one coming up.
All right.
Kabataang makabayan, lumalaban. Kabataang lumalaban, anak bayan. Ang tao, ang bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. Ngayon ay lumalaban. Ang tao, ang bayan, the people, united, will never be defeated. Will never be defeated. The people, united. Imperialismo. Bureaucratic kapitalismo. Feudalismo. Si Duterte mismo. Babagsak. All right.
I got some good vibes in the crowd.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
You want to do this?
Yeah. Thank you for joining in on that chant. All right, so for our next performance, we have Anakbayan in Ottawa, and they will be playing a game called Bring Me Revolution. So.
No, you're good. We're good. Oh, can you? I'll take. Okay, you guys take the short one. We'll take the short one. We'll take the what? Charlie. Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good. We can tell, but Jojo, you're my height. Come over here. Yeah. We'll share over here.
Did you send me a thing?
Did I send it on Discord?
I don't know.
Good evening, everybody. How are you feeling? So we're gonna do like a little. It's still kind of like cultural. It's not really a performance. We're not doing a song. We're doing a game, just like a little intermission. So
Y'all
I don't know
are
if
gonna
anyone is
perform for
familiar.
us.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna perform
Yeah.
for
Thank
us.
you. So has anyone ever played the game when you were little, like the Bring Me? So we're gonna play.
Do you wanna explain how it works?
Yeah, we're gonna play a game called Bring Me. So how it's gonna work is that essentially we're gonna ask to bring us something up on the stage, but there's 3 rules. The first rule being that it can't be one of the IGP table, one of the things that you bought in the IGP table. It has to be material and tangible. You can't bring anything abstract. And the last one being, you can't bring yourself. So, and the first person. So when we have 3 questions, and the first person to come up to the stage and get the right thing gets a prize. So one of our prizes is an iChirp bag from the conference last month. And then we also have one of the masks that was created from the Philippines. And then we also have radical adornments like Aus Duterte Christmas ornament pins. So we got a couple of things in store. So I would like to move it to my other kasamas for the first question.
There's lots of like shit here, so just they're gonna run.
No, we're not gonna run. No running.
No running.
No, please.
So
Just
make haste. Don't run. Be conscious of people and belongings.
yes, please.
All right. So, first question. Are you ready? Bring one item that reminds you of the Philippines, and you'll have to explain why. Ready, go.
It can't be from the IGP table.
Can't be in the IGP table, sorry.
And you have to bring it to our kasamas over here.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
No, you beat him.
What do you got there? Hi.
Come on up on stage.
Come on in.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Jazz.
I'm sorry, what?
My name's Jazz.
Hi, Jazz.
What'd you bring us today?
This one.
Panayan.
Tagalog, English. So this actually is from the Philippines. This is my mom's. So you know, like sa bundok.
Yeah. Mountain.
Yeah, and dead people.
From in Baguio.
Yeah.
The people.
Mummies,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh.
You sit down.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's what it is? Okay. That's big. Yeah.
Mummies, Filipino mummies,
Yeah.
up in mountains.
It's one of those, like, is it one of those, like, idols? Like, wooden idols?
It's a pendant,
pendant.
which looks like an idol of the mummies in the Philippines found in the mountains.
Oh, you sleep like
They're
that.
asleep like this.
When you're dead. Like when they're like getting mummified.
Not mummies and
you go
daddies,
like
these
this.
kinds of mummies.
Serious, that's why it looks like that. And then they put like a rock, and they, you know, you guys don't know.
Okay. Want to go to the second question?
It's this one. Yes. It's Tamawan.
Next question.
I think I'll go next. No, I'll go next. Is it good?
So while we're what do you call, resolving the stuff on the prizes, we're gonna go on the second question.
Okay. So second, bring me is the person who organized you.
No running!
No running! I'm okay. I had a sense. Nicole told me the question. I was like, oh shoot.
Sorry, multiple people tried to bring Fatima, but I won.
Tell us how Fatima organized you.
Okay. Fatima organized me in 2019. The first time I met Fatima and many other kasamas was mass campaigns, educational discussion, and we were learning how to create a mass campaign for 4 undocumented workers who worked in a mushroom farm here in Ontario, and they're Filipino migrant workers, are kasamas from Migrante, Ontario. So that's the first, my first exposure to the National Democratic Movement here in Canada. And Fatima invited me over to their house all the time. Also Andy. Where's Andy? Andy and Fatima invited me to their apartment all the time. We would, I don't know, what would we do? We would hang out. Oh, we would do studies. We would do EDs. They would do one-on-one educational discussions with me, which was really important to my consolidation as a mass activist.
I hope you're okay, Fatima. I just watched them. I watched her got trampled. So anyway, chaos. Okay. All right, for the last question by the lovely Elisa.
This question can be a little spicy depending on how you interpret it. Bring me, wait till I say go, bring me your Kasama crush. Most importantly, this person must inspire you. Y'all will have to explain. Is Isa your crush?
Who's the crush?
Oh, yes, it's Kasama Aisa. Well, actually, I have multiple Kasama crushes, but I don't know if I could all bring them up. But yeah.
We all have multiple Kasama crushes. Tell us how Kasama Isa inspires you.
Oh, well, I think I met Kasama Aisa in December 2019. Yeah, at a Sulong UBC Pascal party, and they're just super cool, and they support me through everything. Yeah, just recently, Isa pulled up really hard for me for my court support, and I appreciate all that they do for me and for the community. And yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you so much for participating. And just a reminder that we do have an auction that's still going until the end of the night. We have a Anakbayan Philippines bucket hat. And right now it's just at $40. And don't worry, it's like at increments of like dollars. It's fine, but it's gonna end tonight. So if you wanna get it, please go ahead. It's over there in the IGP table. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Mace here? Is Mason here? From Palestinian Youth Movement? Okay. Well, Mason from Palestinian Youth Movement would have been here to deliver a poem. The Palestinian struggle, we are united with it against U.S. imperialism. The Palestinian people are our friends. So thank you to PYM for always being good comrades to us. Up next, we got Leandra M.L. Gamboa of Anakbayan, Toronto, performing 3 poems.
Okay, which one do I use? Yeah, that should be okay, right? Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Leandra. I'm going to be performing 3 poems tonight. And they follow a little bit of a narrative arc as to how I got radicalized and mobilized, and shout outs to all the Kasamas that brought me here today. This first one is called Come Comfort Me. It's based or after a Filipino poet named Bliss Kualim. I went to Robarts Library in U of T looking for Filipino literature because in my undergraduate English degree, all I had studied were all dead white people. So this was kind of like one of my first experiences with Filipino poetry, and I wanted to pay tribute to her. So, come comfort me. If I stayed, I may speak of monsoons as if familiar to me, instead of only hearing them in headlines. Closed eye breaths atop Baguio mountains. The downpour plays ensemble on the veranda of the museum and the roof of our ride on the way as we chair danced the driver's disco. The windows unrolled, droplets resting on my arm, feeling located. On other days, a welcome back to Manila 5 years ago. Without need, listening. The rain on my body in the rain. Thanks. This next one is called 2050. My romantic talk of return has me feeling a fool. So, once more, with urgency. Before innumerable islands are swallowed, before they are sold out, discard the idea of keeping Philip around. With a raised fist, recite the pledge. Not just idea, but purpose. Not just a shirt to wear. Anakbayan, child of the nation. Fulfill your duty, even if it means your life, even if it means my life. I start to notice who will be punished the hardest in Boracay, our usual resort. During our first visit, the white sands were pristine. Now, the plastic is impossible to ignore. Packets of single-use instant coffee, single-use soap, single-use shampoo, bottle caps of Red Horse and San Mig are drifting with the tide accruing. It is all the bottom of the pyramid can afford. Filipinos need someone who will discipline them, says our tour guide. My mother has asked him about the fascist Duterte. I am unable to find the words. Trash continues to follow our itinerary. At our vantage point for a volcano, we look down the hill and see it all gathered, hidden, where the tourists won't see. And this is the last one. It's a little more optimistic. It's called Revolution Visual. But why not be a fool? To believe in an ideal, to believe in one another, to believe in the ND movement. I'd rather be a fool than a wise old man, sitting on the side, the status quo, in disbelief and scoffing. His hairpiece will jump out when he sees the mountains clear away. Even in the afterlife, he will see it. He will see us unearth a new reality, the one we have lived underneath all the while. The collective life, with all of its possibilities, disposing, disposability, and transactional thinking, and practicing with each other care and reciprocity. For all of his facts and logic, he does not know our simple material truths, the feeling of a blade of grass between the fingers. Thanks.
Thank you, ML, for performing those beautiful poems. It's great to hear someone talk about revolutionary optimism, and I think that's what we all need here at Anakbayan. All right, so our next performance is from AB Montreal. A few of their members will be performing a song for you guys.
Guys, come closer. Hi, everybody. Here's an earworm for you.
Yeah, you are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I'm Anakbayan, though we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say I'm not Anakbayan. Tell me why ain't nothing revolution. Tell me why ain't nothing but solution. Tell me why I really wanna hear you say I'm Anakbayan. Am I your movement? The one empowerment? No, it's not too. You'll be Anakbayan. Tell me why ain't nothing revolution. Tell me why ain't nothing but solution. Tell me why I really wanna hear you say I'm Anakbayan. Tell me why ain't nothing but. Tell me why ain't nothing but solution. Tell me why I really wanna hear you say I'm Anakbayan. Oh, I'm
We got a big one coming up. Anakbayan Toronto and iTrip Toronto members are coming out to perform. Come on up. Andy, Alquin, Jazz, Rosie, Ryan, Wings performing Anakbayan, Children of the Nation.
Warm up the crowd. Warm up the crowd.
You can talk about what it's about.
Do you want to talk about what the song's about?
Is this for me?
Okay, wait. Well, I guess that's fine. I thought.
Hello!
I thought Wayne's was coming.
Hi mga kasama. So, I'm sure many of you know this is a classic, Anak ng Bayan.
We're gonna get hit.
I'm gonna need like another minute, by the way.
Yeah, no, I can talk for a minute, don't worry, right? They need a minute. Because we have a full string arrangement tonight. This is a song written by Danny Fabelia and arranged by Ryan Greenlaw.
Let's go.
Take it out. This song is from the perspective of a youth activist, one who was molded in the mass movement like many of us. And they're telling their parents that they're leaving. And where are they going? They're going to join the People's War in the countryside, which is the highest form of struggle in the National Democratic Revolution, is armed struggle. And they're explaining to their parents why they need to do this, and that even when they go, their parents will have thousands more to call their children, because we're all youth of the nation.
Hi.
This is Jazz.
Hi.
Hi, Jazz.
I'm getting really bad anxiety right now, so. Love you too. Yeah. Okay.
Inay, itay, ako po ay lilisan. Patutunguhan ko ay isang digmaan. Magkaalay ako ng panahon at buhay para sa kalayaan. Inay, itay, huwag kayong mag-alala. Inyong pagmamahal ay lagi kong madarama. Sa madaming pang-amak at inang magpakalihan, sa bahay nila. Sa aking pagkalis, kayo'y hindi rin mawawalan. Libong anak, sa inyo lagi madaraan. Tulad ko rin, mabubuting anak ng bayan. Sa aking ko sa'yo, ihatid nila. Sa tuwing at kasama, sabay sabihin nila. Inay, itay, kumusta na? Inay, itay, sa aking paglalayo, pinapangako ko, hindi tayo mabibigo. Ating hangad na malayang bukas ay tiyak na matutupad. Pagkalis, kayo'y hindi rin mawawalan. Libong anak, kayo'y hindi madaraan. Katulad ko
We're speechless. That's amazing.
Yeah, we don't even know what to say. That was a great performance by AB Toronto and Night Shift members. You want to go ahead? Sure.
All right, next up we got Anakbayan Alberta members, Lila, Leah, Yana, performing 2 songs. Denio Banaringning, the Filipino version of Do You Hear the People Sing, and Paskong Walang Digmaan.
Thank you. How's everyone still doing today? Out tonight? Yeah? Thank you. Just a little bit of explanation as to what our song is. So the first song, it's called Paskong Wala ng Digmaan. So this song literally translates to a Christmas without war. So with all the injustices... Sorry. So with all the injustices and violation of human rights happening in the Philippines, the issue of forced migration, where families are forced to live apart and children actually grew up celebrating Christmas away from their parents. And so this song yearns for peace and family reunification. And so the chorus goes like, ang paglaya ng sambayanan to free our nation, ang pag-awit ng katarungan to sing the song of justice, ang kamti ng kapayapaan, to have a Christmas, to achieve peace, isang Paskong wala ng digmaan, or to have a Christmas without war. So, yeah, so imagine Christmas, or celebrating Christmas without having the fear of violence and war. So, that's gonna be a really good one for everyone. And also, Christmas is almost coming, so.
Hello? Oh, that's...
We'll start out there.
Okay. Ooh. Wait lang.
Call a friend.
Call a friend, other guitar. Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Technical difficult.
Wow, tight. Okay, that works.
Parating na ang Pasko, malamig ng simoy ng hangin, ngunit tayong dalawa'y nalulumbay, tanging nagunay ay damdamin. Ang Paskong darating ay isang araw lang, kay basa'y naasam natin, tayo'y makalayo sa paglilingkod sa isang dakilang layunin. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pag-awit ng katarungan, ang kamti ng kapayapaan, isang Paskong wala ng digmaan. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pag-irang ng pagkapayapaan,
pagkapantay-pantay, siyang Pasko nating pinapanday, pag-ibig natin ang magluluwal. Huwag nang malumbay, huwag mag-alala, daang tila walang katiyakan. Ang tanging katiyakan nating dalawa, ang pag-ibig na alay sa bayan. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pag-awit ng katarungan, ang kamti ng kapayapaan, isang Paskong wala nang digmaan. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pagiral ng pagkapantay-pantay, siyang Pasko nating pinapanday, pag-ibig natin ang magluluwal. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pag-awit ng katarungan, ang kamtin ng kapayapaan, isang Paskong wala nang digmaan. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pagiral ng pagkapantay-pantay, siyang Pasko nating pinapanday, pag-ibig natin ang magluluwal. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pag-awit ng katarungan, ang kamti ng kapayapaan, isang Paskong wala nang digmaan. Ang paglaya ng sambayanan, ang pagiral ng pagkapantay-pantay, siyang Pasko nating pinapanday, pag-ibig natin ang magluluwal. Siyang Pasko nating pinapanday, pag-ibig natin ang magluluwal.
Okay, so the next song and our final song.
Wow.
Gig. Sorry, welcome to our concert. Sorry. It's called Di Nyo Ba Naririnig? It's the Tagalog or Filipino translation of, or Filipino version of Do You Hear the People Sing from the movie Les Miserables, if you know about it. It's about the struggle, it's about revolution, it's about us voicing out our plights and our concerns and how the government is actually treating us as their citizen. So before we do this, I'd like to call on our special guests
onto the stage.
Or
yung mga
the OG Baguettes. The OG Baguettes. Can palakpakan naman dyan, please.
So,
Can we give
I
them a
want to
round of
call on
applause?
Manang, Tatay number 2, Tita Louie, Tito Ricky, and Marco Luciano.
And also, if you're familiar with the song, so we'd like to teach you how to sing
the chorus.
But chorus.
Before we teach you the chorus, I just want to say, why are we bringing the OG Baguettes onto the stage? I just want to acknowledge that, you know, they were also youth when they started. And, syempre naman. And, you know, they are our mentors. They are activists that are still here today. And they continue to support us in our fight. So I want to acknowledge that with yung mga OG Baguettes.
We are from LFS, the League of Filipino Seniors.
I'm from Anakbayan, 1950s.
Okay, so All right, so we're gonna teach you the chorus of the song, so we could all sing together, and that way it's gonna be more powerful. You know, it's a song that needs power and needs conviction. So the chorus goes like this.
Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab.
Again.
Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab.
Take it away, Zing.
So please join us in the chorus. And
Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab.
Makikibaka at hindi maduduwag, nagisingin ang mga panatikong bingit bulag.
Kasinungalingan labanan hanggang mabuwag. Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab.
May dadaing na lang kimit magmumugmok, habang nagpapakasasang mga trapong bulok.
Gisingin ang puso, galitin hanggang pumutok. Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab. Di nyo ba naririnig, tinig ng bayan na galit? Himig ito ng Pilipinong di muli palulupig. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab. Dudurugin ang dilim, mga araw ay mag-aalab, at mga pusong nagtimpi ay magliliyab.
Thank you to our Alberta members for that amazing song and incorporating the audience as well. So for our next performance today, we have Anakbayan British Columbia and Sulong BC members performing Muug ng Bu. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing that, which means Solid Fortress.
And ABTO because AQ is playing guitar for us.
Yes. You good with that?
I've heard it many times because I was editing the video.
Awesome.
Oh! Oh! No! Larry, what did you do?
Yeah, sure.
You two want to share this?
Hold this for a moment. I'm just gonna,
Does Larry
are we
have
gonna
one?
use all? Oh, there we go. Okay. Microphone.
Lara. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Isa. Where's Isa? There's Isa. Come, Isa.
Anyway, so for those who don't know, Muog na Buo means solid fortress. And it means that in order for us to achieve victory, for us to go towards a revolution, we need to unite. We need to unite all of our islands. We need to unite all of our people. Yeah, and so that's what the song is about. I don't know how to. Okay.
Shift over a little bit.
Yes. Is that too loud?
I'm here.
Yeah, so sing along if you know it.
Or hum if you don't know it.
Yeah.
Bakit ako narito? Tila dulo na ng mundo, ng bayan kong pulo-pulo. Parang sumabog na bato. Bakit pa ako naglalakbay? Dala itong mga aral, mga teoryang gumagabay. Karanasan binabaybay. Narito ako para sa pagkakaisa, pagsulong. Narito ako para sa pagwawasto, pagdaluyong. Narito ako para ang kalat-kalat na pulo magiging muog na buo. Ating hinahanap ang wastong paglalapat ng pamumuno at pagtupad sa masang umabaligwas. Narito tayo para sa pagkakaisa, pagsulong. Narito tayo para sa pagwawasto, pagdaluyong. Narito tayo para ang kalat-kalat na pulo magiging muog na buo. Narito tayo para sa pagkakaisa, pagsulong. Narito tayo para sa pagwawasto, pagdaluyong. Narito tayo para ang kalat-kalat na pulo magiging muog na buo. Pagkakaisa, paglaban, tagumpay sa ating bayan ay ang pagsasaigtigan, paglaya ng sakit ng buhay. Narito tayo para sa pagkakaisa, pagsulong. Narito tayo para sa bansang ating Pilipino. Narito tayo para ang kalang-kalang na pulo magiging muog na buo. Narito tayo para sa pagkakaisa, pagsulong. Narito tayo para sa masang aping Pilipino. Narito tayo para ang kalang-kalang na pulo magiging buog na buo. Ito ang dakilang misyon ng Pilipino proletaryo.
this has been an amazing night for cultural performances. Like, give it up to everybody that's performed. Got one more planned performance. This is going to, hold on, Wayne sent me something to read out. All right. Anakbayan Toronto will be performing an original song that members of ABTO made for a Pride event this year called Kwentong Pride, from Canada to Philippines. The lyrics are a mix of English, Tagalog, and Tagalog Galingo. There will okay. There will be a line that says, Maki Becky, wag mak shokot, which is the Tagalog gay lingo for Maki Baka, huwag matakot, which means join the struggle and don't be afraid. And the song title, Baklaban, is a combination of the Tagalog words bakla, which means gay, and laban, which means fight. So let's welcome on stage our kasamas, showing the strength of the united queer revolutionaries.
You and Wayne.
What's up?
Mark, we need our mask off.
Let's go!
Dito na lang ako. Sige, sige. Kasi kailangan ko yung... You and... No, you and Jazz should be in the front. Sabihin mo na while we're preparing. Ah, okay. Wait na lang. Itlog! 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 Sabihin mo na habang
Hi everyone!
we're gay.
Before we begin our performance, we want to acknowledge...
Uy, wag ka muna mag-shake.
Sorry, that's my sister. We want to acknowledge that yesterday was the Transgender Day of Remembrance. In 2014, Jennifer Laude, a 26-year-old Filipino transgender woman, was murdered by an American military soldier named Joseph Scott Pemberton. For years, Jennifer Laude's family and community fought for justice, but in September 2020, Duterte granted Pemberton absolute pardon and now walks free without facing any consequences. This oppressive system exacerbates the violence that the LGBTQ plus community people experience, especially transgender people. So together, we call to junk the Visiting Forces Agreement in the Philippines. This is an agreement that allows criminal American soldiers to harm women, children, and the LGBTQ community in the Philippines, and all unequal agreements between the US and the Philippines. We continue to call for justice and equality for the LGBTQ plus community and for all Filipino people. Maki Becky!
Wag masyokot!
Maki Becky!
Wag masyokot!
Maki Becky!
Wag masyokot!
Maki Becky!
Wag masyokot! Hey! Woo! 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 1, 2, 3, and walking down the street, just being who we want to be. Wearing what we want to wear. What we want to wear. Loving who we want to love. Yeah, loving who we want to love. Just trying to figure out who we are. Oh, 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 oh. Trying to figure out who we are. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, here's another Pride Month. Tell all the rainbows what, but what is really pride? If some of us still need to hide, just trying to figure out who we are. Trying to figure out who we are. Trying to figure out who we are. Just trying to figure out who we are. Hey, hey,
against them. Sold off to the US Mail Express like a knight and I showed them all the cuts to our pay, education, work, and our COVID aid. Didn't get them, as if we don't exist. Mourning over Evan Mayor who was killed. Where's the pride then? When we need to be brave, though in our queer spaces we don't live safe. Change the system, because it's not gonna work with the people unsafe and always getting hurt. Maki Becky, tayo ay mamasyogot. Maki Becky, tayo ay come on. Maki Becky, tayo ay magmasyokot. Maki Becky tayo ay wag masyokot. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Lumaban tayo. Sulong mga bakla! Sulong, 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 sulong. Iwagay-way ang bandera ang bahaghari ating puso'y lumiliyab, lumiliyab, lumiliyab. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Lumaban tayo. Sulong mga bakla! Sulong, 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 sulong. Iwagay-way ang banderang bahaghari ating puso'y lumiliyab, 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 lumiliyab. Stop the killings in our community. Protect our life defenders, our farmers and our activists, our human rights defenders. Are we really free if they are not free? LGBT is just one part of our identity. We're bound by the struggle, Filipino and queer. We're one proud community, everyone in here fighting for justice and equality. Just wanna make it clear, for the most oppressed Filipinos, for the Muslim, we are here. Maki Becky, huwag masyokot. Lumaban tayo. Sulong mga bakla. Sulong, 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 sulong. Iwagay-way ang banderang bahaghari ating puso'y nagliliyab, lumiliyab, lumiliyab, nagliliyab. Are we really free if they are not free? LGBT is just one part of our identity. Are we really free if they are not free? We are here to fight for our rights, justice and equality. Are we really free if they are not free? LGBT is just one part of our identity. Are we really free if they are not free? The class struggle, this is where we belong. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Lumaban tayo. Sulong mga bakla. Sulang, 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 sulang. Wag ang banderang bahaghari ating puso'y nagliliyab, 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 nagliliyab. Yeah! Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Lumaban tayo. Sulong mga bakla. Sulong, 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 sulong. Kaiwan ang banderang bahaghari ating puso'y nagliliyab, 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 nagliliyab. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Maki Becky, wag masyokot. Bongga! Isang bagsak, rainbow bagsak. Also, this is all of us in ABTO, most of us. We gay.
So we're actually now going to open the floor to anybody that would like to show off some talent. Anyone want to do a cultural performance right now? Just for fun?
No? Any open mics?
Open mic, anybody? Are you down? Yeah, we got time. Do we have time?
We should check with the organizers first.
Huh?
Sorry? Oh, okay, okay.
Real quick. Do we have time?
Yeah, we were told to say.
Okay, cool.
We were told to bring on more people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sure. Do I remember the lyrics to this? Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Miguel. I'm from Anakbayan, BC. Sure. I wrote this song a while ago. It was for Peace Ona this year. But I'm reminded of Jian's presentation, the keynote speaker, quoting Kaoris about not being afraid and taking back what we deserve and what is ours. Ooh, my voice cracked. Let's see how see how this goes. If you know the lyrics at the end, they're not my lyrics. Just sing along. We are not terrified. Can't look away even if we tried. Violence in all these lies. And all I want in this life, all I need's, all I see. Only for the Philippines. We will stand unified, growing stronger, organized, a nation free from foreign ties. I fight to see this in my life. Bayan ko, di pa tapos ang laban mo. Bayan ko, oh, the people united will never be defeated. 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 Thank you.
I heard Issa has some poems.
Aw. I'm sure you're all sick of seeing me on this stage, but I promise I'm not singing at least. So, I will be reading two poems. One is called, the first one I'm going to read is called Welcome, Long Life, Good Health, Big Smile. If anyone was at the fundraiser in BC on November 5th, I read it there. The poem ends with a list of names of people who have been killed by fascist dictatorships in the Philippines. And so the last time I read it, I added some names that hadn't been there the first time I wrote this poem. I hope that one day there will be a day when there will be no more names to add to this poem. Mabuhay, ghost! On Sabbath day noon, I went into a staggering courtyard, felt the bells of trinitite earrings pass me by, the birds of Balangiga. The neon nuke our parents built made a big Pacific crater. I sat with death in it. We were wearing bikinis. She said, it's too hot for a hot tub, like we were in a rooftop jacuzzi swimming and bubbling with air. Did you hear in that water the gurgling throat chimes of yourself, which is not a self, your body not body, wind shot and gun swept, run afoul of shore and run aground of evil men? Did you hear them? Mabuhay, ghost! At 2 minutes before midnight on the doomsday clock, let's meet at the park bench under the willow weeping for Billie Holiday. On my way to you, a curled up housebroken cornstalk will strangle me around the throat, an act of war. You'll cry in the street with an upright banner shouting Justicia, the whole thing passing through your spectral hands. What is it that I meant to tell you? What smokestack lightning would we have pressed palm to palm like lovers under that willow? Were we once bodies? Did we not have hands to write letters to our own mothers who most likely did not receive them? Mabuhay, ghost! On feast day noon, I held the silent vigil, which is of course loud in its own way, speaking vigilantly to the unghosting instinct of a browbeaten press. Your name aloud, afoul aground, Karima, Zara, Lorena, River. At the plowing prow of that riverbend liner, I saw the aching marrow of southern bodies overturned deep in shallow water, so that the cruise line undrowned a disappeared thousand. As the machine at Canyon Maker scrapes fruit from labor wholly and efficiently in lethal fertile valleys, I shoulder press plunge into the cane field dirt earth. A shovel hits once for 12 bodies and more, salvaged and saved from the specter who haunts to this day. Mabuhay, ghost! I saw you in that world-ending archipelago alley where 2 gunmen shot you at dawn or bombed out your school or bulldozed your house or rezoned your neighborhood for nuke making. A short footnote on names. It was indeed true and in fact irrefutable that Karima Lorena Terman and Zara Alvarez and Maria Lorena Barros and River Nacino once had hands and once were bodies, although River certainly did not write letters to her mother, a political prisoner, as she was 3 months old when she died after being separated from her mother who attended her funeral in shackles. Salvage, bearing a unique sense in the Philippines as a euphemism for forced disappearances. Other people who had hands and were once bodies and presumably wrote letters to their own mothers include Fidel Agcoyili, Randy Achanis, Macleing Dulag, Reken Ramasog, Jennifer Laude, Liliosa Hilao, Edgar Jobson, Tandang Sora, Juan Escandor, Archimedes Trajano, Ba Merlin Ansab Celis, Emmanuel Lacaba, Randy Malayo, Amado Kaya Kanam Rodriguez, Ricardo Mayumi, Ben Ramos, Rex Fernandez, Kaoris Capica. The second poem I will be reading is called There Are 2 Mountains on the Backs of the Filipino People. Our hands smashed stones against the cliff face. Our mouths breathed dust against the cliff face. Our skin rasped stubble against the cliff face. Whose mountain makes the river deep? Whose birthright kills the worker lungs? Whose money crawls from peasant legs? Our sacrament broke at the Catholic hand. Our blood wine curdled at the Catholic hand, our lifeland burned at the Catholic hand. Whose God pulls every woman to afterlife? Whose Roman collar chokes the people enchained? Whose mountain makes the graveyard deep? Our fingernails cracked by the rotting mirror, our milk teeth crushed by the rotting mirror, our wide eyes bled by the rotting mirror. Whose mountain carves the glacier deep? Whose dam wall drowns the village of thirst? Whose still water breeds the algal bloom? Our coal lungs failed in the dengue seam. Our canary hands trembled in the dengue seam. Our linked arms block the dengue seam. Our earth stomp quakes the Catholic hand. Our sun hearts tear the rotting mirror. Our loom hands love the cliff face. Whose land? Our land. Whose river? Our river. Whose victory? Our victory. The mountain will move when the people move, and I tell you the people are moving.
And I think CPS from Vancouver wants to perform. So they came all the way here. Give them a big round of applause.
So many lights. Hello, everyone. So, we are going to be performing a rendition of George Michael's Freedom 90. This song was originally performed at the iChirp Vancouver conference just 4 weeks ago, and it had our entire team, or a lot of our team, a lot of our organization at Canada-Philippine Solidarity for Human Rights. Today, we are blessed to be supported by members of CPSO and members of Sulong, but this song is in honor of our comrades back there in Vancouver. So just a little bit of background. George Michael, his father was a communist, if you didn't know that. When he was 15 years old, he joined the Youth Communist League. And up until the end of his life, he was involved in progressive struggles. So this is also for artists who are taken too soon. And we are accompanied by the lovely Adrian Shea on piano. Rest in power, Yorgi. Comrade Yorgi. We won't let you down.
We won't give you up. Gotta have some faith in the sound. It's the one good thing that we've got. We won't let you down. So please don't give us up. Because we would really, really love to stick around. Oh yeah.
Go, Adrian.
Ever since I was newly employed, didn't know what I wanted to be. Didn't know what I wanted to be. I was every evil corporation's pride and joy, and I guess it was enough for me. And I guess it was enough for me. To win the race, a prettier face, brand new clothes, and a big fat place on your rock and roll TV. Rock and roll TV. But today the way I play the game is not the same, no way. Think I'm gonna join the NDFP. We think there's something you should know.
We think it's time we told you so.
There's something deep inside of me.
There's someone else I've got to be.
Take back your picture in the frame.
Take back your singing in the rain.
We hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is expose these lies and show the truth somehow. All we have to see is that we fight for the truth and a just and lasting peace. Yeah, yeah, freedom, freedom, freedom. You got to give for what you take. Freedom, freedom, freedom. You got to give for what you take.
Long live international solidarity!
Long live international solidarity!
For context, I didn't know that song.
Okay, we have time for one more. I think Charlie from Anakbayan, Ottawa, wants to perform something.
I feel really bad ending the night with this kind of sad poem. But the poem I'm about to perform is something that I was supposed to perform at the iChirp conference, but I had a bad case of tummy ache, and I wasn't able to perform it. But the lovely Christine was able to perform it for me. but I thought that I would give it one more chance to perform it as it is supposed to be performed. So the poem I have here is called "The Last Time I Was Here." It was in the perspective of a Red fighter who is also an artist. The last time I was here up on the stage, I was shaking, my voice quaking, about to quit, cannot kick, and I don't even see what's beyond the light and the darkness, and it was too bright. Ears ringing, head throbbing, and yet the only thing I can hear is my croaking heartbeat. The last time I was here on a stage, I spoke about a fallen comrade, and yet my words fell on deaf ears. As much as I spoke out loud about the movement and the lives put on stake, the audience was speaking louder than I was. And no matter how much I raised my voice on the microphone, they still can't hear me. They still can't listen to me and let me speak. I'm dying of dehydration. I guess they won't give me even a little water in my cell. If I was just stay quiet for a little bit, only for a moment, I can hear the song of the lonely dying bird or a faraway gunshot. And I wish you could hear this with me. We speak the language of revolutionaries when you can't even preach radical change in ourselves. Why punch sideways, biting at each other for the smallest difference in thought when we can break the heavens with our fists together? Why speak of a worldwide revolution when the revolution hasn't even started at our own homes? Why speak so loud but not listen? Why lead when you don't know how to follow? Why believe in dreams when no work is put in making it a reality? The last time I was here, it was a battlefield. I see two worlds. The world above me, I see hundreds of people with signs and banners, and in the world below me, I see the bodies of my comrades, bleeding, bruised, and limp. I see two worlds, and right now I'm not in either. I stand here alone, and I must move forward. On the stage, I take a bow and exit. Pursued my memory.
Thank you to all of the cultural performers tonight. Just a couple announcements. If you need a way to get to the mobilization tomorrow, then try to get into contact with Fatima, because Fatima will offer you bus passes, tickets. So yeah, that's just a reminder. Be there 160 Eglinton at 9:30 a.m. And if you are volunteering to set up, then please be here, right? Please be here at 8:30. Oh, be at the venue at 8:30. Yeah. Be at the Philippine consulate at 8:30. And yeah. Don't forget your flags. Please bring your shirts. Wear red. Anything else? Can you be there a little before 9:30? That's okay. 9:15, something like this. Don't pull this whole Filipino time stuff. Just 8:45. Can you be there for 8:45? Thank you. And yeah, I speak for both me and Martin when we say it's an honor to fight for the Filipino people. It's an honor to be a part of the national democratic struggle, and it's an honor for us to organize with all of you here. So thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Isang bagsak.
All right. Will we do Isang Baksak? All right. So thank you everyone for a successful cultural night and the second day of our National Congress. All right. Isang Baksak. Thank you.
Hey, for everyone coming tomorrow to the consulate, there's free transit tickets. Just come to the front where Fatima is.